Hey guys, I bet you guys are all wondering like, oh, why I'm not uploading that many videos lately, but we're doing something a little different again. I think I'm gonna do these a bit more often since I do like collecting things like this and, well, Metroid. I love Metroid, they're my favorite franchise. But, I was so excited for the, Metroid Samus Returns that I went ahead and pre-ordered currently the last Figma / Ninoid I needed and the other Metroid Amiibos I needed. So I'm like, well, what the heck? Let's do an unboxing. So I'm pretty sure everyone's here for this and this. No one really cares about this. So we'll do it from easiest to hardest. So we'll do this last. We'll do that second. We'll do the Amiibos first, because they're the easiest thing. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this before. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it during a stream at some point, but I have every single Amiibo. And yes, I open every single Amiibo. I collect them all. The only one that I do not have opened is the gold Mega Man one. And Metroid is, ooh, oh, it's squishy. That's weird. Metroid's one of my favorite franchises, mainly because of two things. One, I love sci-fi. And two, that the franchise was introduced to me with, it was introduced to me in a very weird way. I knew what Metroid was, mainly because of Smash Bros. But it was that thing that I didn't really know much about the character. I'm like, oh, that dude, Samus Aran, he's a badass. And then when Brawl came out, it was that thing that's like, no, it's a girl. And that just blew my mind. So then, when the Wii had its virtual shop, I got, there's a lot more detail on her. This must be like her final suit, like when she has all the upgrades. And look at the base, it's the Metroid symbol, the S technically. It was that thing that it was, oh, let's play Super Metroid and let's play the first one. And I instantly fell in love with those games, and I thought they were amazing games. And then I later on got into Prime and Other M, and yeah, I know it's like masochistic to say, but I love Other M. Look at this paint here. Oh, down by its mouth. That's nice. That's creepy too. This kind of feels like it can fall off too, which I don't like. And you can see right through the glass to the other side. That's neat. Yeah, this is reminiscent of Super Metroid, where he broke out of his glass little chamber. And yeah, this is squishy. I can see myself messing around with this and I'm gonna end up breaking it or something. But no, Metroid was always like one of my favorite franchises and will forever hold a place in my heart. Let's open up this. Now, I did get the special edition, so I got the soundtrack. And yes, I'm American, so I don't get the I don't get all the other goodies that the Brits and that do. So let's start with the soundtrack, because I love my music. There we go. I believe I told Ice and I and Lucky before, but I'm pretty sure I haven't told you guys. If I ever have a daughter, I don't care who I'm with or whatever. Holy crap, 50 songs? Is it one disc? Well, they're probably all samplings. Oh, and there's a Metroid right on it. Yeah, it's all one disc. compact disc. Nice. Yeah, it's a sound selection, so it's all like kind of samplings. But if I ever have a daughter, regardless of when who I'm with or that, her name is Samus Aran. I don't care. Now that I cannot open that easily, so. I utterly love Metroid. Just the story. I'm a big sci-fi nerd. I like Blade Runner and Alien. So let's open up that. Anything special? No. But there's something on the other side. Da 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 da! The original Game Boy sleeve. I hope they do more stuff like this. Hopefully, whenever they do decide to do Mother 3, they'll put that in a Game Boy Advance sleeve. And one day, right? But there, that is sick. And it's in her pose. Right there. It's not the same one because her visor there is blue. And she does have that there. The kneecap's a bit more pointed and not as angled, but now, since we're gonna be opening the big one, let's actually move these out of the way a bit. You stay there. I can put you here and you here. This is just an empty box, so I probably won't keep that. And now the Figma. And yes, this is the other M Figma, so you're gonna see some stuff from other M, like the helmet and that, but I honestly don't care, because I like other M. I hate people bashing it. It's like, yeah, everyone has their own opinion, but it's when it's like, oh, other M, that sucks. Yeah, what did you think of the story? Oh, I never played it, it sucks. Your opinion is invalid, because you never even played it, so you never gave it a chance, basically. Like, personally, I'll say, Call of Duty, I don't like it. I can say it sucks as much as I want, but it's not true. It's because, I never played it. I don't like, just FPSs. I like hero shooters. Now that I know what to call them. The Figma boxes aren't really that nice to keep. It's the Nenoroid ones. And the good Nenoroid ones, not the cheapy Nenoroid ones. So gotta awake her from her sarcophagus. I forget when other M came out, but I'm pretty sure it was quite some time ago. There we go. And no, she's not wearing a tutu. It's a piece of plastic to protect that area, because is it gonna let me? Or is it like that semi piece of plastic you have to unfurl? Yeah, here. You have to slowly take it off. There we go. She is the smallest her kneecaps too. Now these I know I can just there's that one. And there's that one. There we go. Yeah, she's the smallest Figma I've owned. I only own two. I own the Metroid ones. I gave her high heels. Not really. More like platformish. You can kind of put a gun there. The hole in her back. Arms and hands are posable. You can kind of see into the head there. Now, this one... Nah, it's fine. She has the hair in the front, where you can just plop it down right there. It's to change out the face. I never had a Figma that you change out the face, but like this is more of a focus. It's not really gay focus. This is more of a like angry face, I would say. Let me see. Focus. Maybe it's because I got the light on. Boop. There. Now you can kind of see it better. Yeah, it's more of like a just a determined face. And here, if I can lift it. See, with Figmas, you don't want to just end up like lifting the whole thing out because they have so many tiny parts. This is more of like a calm, like, face. And this is her other head. Nothing. No, it's also because this is the other head from Metroid Other M, because if you actually played Other M, you'll remember there are two, I wouldn't say congruent, but two timelines that kind of happen at the same time. I mean, two stories that kind of happen at the same time. You learn more about Samus as when she started at the Federation, before she even became a bounty hunter. How do you put these faces on? Wow. That's tough. It's like that's a little C. Sideways C, and you make them touch. Oh, there we go. Just a little harder. But this is like her hair when she began at the Federation before she became a bounty hunter. I know it's hard to tell. Let me turn that off again. Yeah, there we go. That's like how her hair was. And how her hair is in this one. We'll put this face back together, even though we basically dismantled it. This is her when she grew up. She kind of just let her hair go. And this is how everyone sees her in like everything. Like whenever you see Samus Aran, it's this head. But since I haven't seen this head in years, I'll put this one on the body. I know it's weird. There we go. The arms look kind of small from the body. If you can see, kind of looks like she has some sort of a hunch. Now I did order the Tracer one, so I expect the Tracer one to look kind of similar. And of course, she cannot stand on her own. That's why we have all these other pieces here. But let's see what else we got. Oh, we got the helmet. Oh, so can she wear the helmet? It's probably something where only the neck can... Yeah, it's... Ooh. These pieces are so small. Do not buy these for a kid, I'll tell you that. Oh, complete wrong way. Ooh. I guess if you have an extra neck joint, but no, you need more of the whole head unit too. So let me see. It's probably like the head unit minus that. Can you remove the back? No, so it's literally just the mask with a hole in it. You can't actually make that fit in there. And there's no way to get an actual neck joint just to go in there. So basically, we have a helmet. We have a helmet, people. Oh my god. Now, I know this one has the hands where she can, like, carry stuff. Look. This was your father. I murdered him. Now, I believe that was her helmet when she was a cadet. Her original blaster, which she can't hold with these hands, and these hands are actually the smallest I've seen these hands. So let's see. Oh, they gave her a lot of hands. They also gave us another, this is a joint. And they gave us the signature Figma baggie. So let's see. Let's have her holding the blaster. They gave her a lot of hands. I see. The hands are, they don't have the joint inside them already. They're basically hollow without the joint. And they expect you to go out and specifically buy a Scion joint piece. Oh, that's its own little separate compartment. And I think they gave us the piece. We'll put those there. Don't want to lose them. They gave us the piece. Yeah, they did. So, they gave us a piece where we can actually get this in the helmet, right? Let's see. Boop. No, it's hollow. This is a piece for something. It looks like a dummy blaster, maybe? This is the handle. So my thing is does that handle come? No. That's just like the handle. That's weird. Maybe it's supposed to... Oh wait, yeah, she has like a whip. So what, is the whip supposed to like come out of there and that's just the thing that she has it? The stand. Sorry, I'm making this a bit long, guys. It's just, I really like the Figmas, and I don't want to rush it. Mainly because when I tend to rush things, things go fucking batshit crazy. Sorry for my swearing. The Figma stand, and she is a normal size Figma, so I won't even have to extend that all the way. And let's see, I want to have one where she's holding the blaster. So that's that thumb. That's that thumb. That's a thumbs up. Okay. So those are just open hands. That's a closed hand. Now that one can probably fit that dummy pistol in. That's the one. I believe this one is the one that can actually hold. Oh. And see, now I lost a hand. No, I got it. Let's see. In this it actually shows on the box, it shows her holding it with that hand, so it couldn't be that hand. But then on the top, looks like it's in that hand still. Okay, so maybe it isn't this hand. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. That's why we're doing this. Let's see this one. Yeah, this one's definitely it. Is it? I don't want to end up like breaking off the thumb or the pointer. Oh, it's like a bendy plastic. Well, once this gets in there, I don't want to force it either, that's the thing. What if I put it in sideways first? And then up, up, yeah, got it. There. Now we got her holding her gun. Let's take off the fist. Little stubby hand. There we go. Now we want to make sure it's the way an actual human wrist would function. So it goes boop boop. Yep. Yep, there we go. So we're gonna have it so, why does it seem like she's hunched? It just seems like she's hunched. And I don't need my Samus Aran hunched. That's gonna cause back problems. Get rid of that stubby hand. Let's organize these hands a bit. I'll pick that up in a second. Yeah, and if you look at all the hands, she has the little pink insignia on it, which I still don't know what that means. And specifically the one hand. I wish I knew that sooner. So let's see. Let me think. It'll be the one where she's pointing the one finger out mainly. Maybe this one? I would think so. Oh, joint turns that way. Joint turns that way. One thing I learned from a friend in art class is that he has about 4 figures that are just white figures. They don't do anything. And they're, I think, twice as tall as this, but they are entirely imposable. So he can see what way the finger would bend, and it's not like, oh, you can kind of screw it up. So like this, I can make it so the hand goes that way, like if she broke her hand. But it's a way that you would never ever mess it up. And he showed me it once, and I'm like, dude, that's sweet. Especially if you're really into drawing people, because the one thing I cannot draw for the life of me are goddamn hands there. I want to make it so it looks like she's running and firing, or I can make it so it looks like she's kind of sternly standing with 2 feet, or like, yeah, she's in a firing position like that, kind of like that right there, right? Nah, I mean, she looks better. Oh, and how the legs are connected, it's one joint that goes, I'll show you, it's one joint that goes from there in to the torso, and then over here, so that it stays together. But if you move the leg too much, it's like, ah, oh, there's the inside of her leg. It's like, yeah, that's just how they're made. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, this head does look a little weird. So let's remove that one and put on classic Samus with her front hair. There we go. And just rotate that up there so it looks like she's following 0G. 0G. Yeah. So I can see that working for a standee. it's this little piece here that just keeps on wanting to fall out. It's probably because it just sits there. So let's put that in the center of her back. And yes, you want to kind of like turn it a bit so it does actually. Uh-oh. So it keeps her nice and steady. So now, looks like she's firing. She's like looking down at a target, and that target is the Metroid. Psh. Okay, so let's put you guys up on the shelf, and then we'll end the recording. And if you guys made it to the end of the video, thank you for staying around. Sorry I fumbled a bit with the Figma, but still don't know what that is. I figured out what this is. This is to sit in the holster. He's like, why have a holster with a hole in it if there's no way to actually put it in the holster? The gun, this one, where it's just the handle, actually fits right in the holster. I got chubby fingers, so it's a little harder for me. Actually, it just fits right in the holster. There we go. And that just fell out, or either I popped it out. Yeah, right there. Sits right in the holster. Kind of like that. It's a work in progress. The whole silver, I'm assuming, is supposed to get in there. Or either it's it cannot be this way, because that would look ridiculous, right? Oh my god. I was right, yeah. Has to be that way. So there's probably some kind of click I'm supposed to hear or something. Yeah, but that's the best I can get it. Maybe it's something that it's supposed to go in her hand and it looks like she's holding it on her hip. I don't know. Honestly, I love Figmas. I love Ninoids. I love all these like figures. But sometimes some of them end up being like, oh, you spent $30 or $40 on one of them, and then you're just stuck with a piece of plastic where the pin just doesn't go in her back, or the hands do not fit her right. I had, move that out of the way. Ugh. I had one, I'll grab these two. That can stay there. I had one Ninoid. It was a red Ninoid from just Pokemon, like Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue. Oh. And just didn't want to sit on its pedestal. So I argued with the sender, and they ended up giving me a refund. And they're like, do you want another one? I'm like, no, because this was a cheaper one. But yeah, these are my Metroid games. It would have been neat if it was a 2-figure set, because if you look at this one, let me move, because these two are actually from the other M series. They're 2 halves of the same series. I know I have her crouched, but you can even tell that she is not as big as Suited. Zero Suit is not as big as Suited. Put her leg down. Yeah, she kind of looks nice. Now, if it was the green body with that head, with this, if it was Cadet and the Zero Suit together as just one, that would be worth as much as I paid for that, or even that, because this I know was cheaper. Yeah, but there's the Metroid. Here's the first Samus Aran, the Metroid Zero Suit Samus. Actually, there's Three Zero Suit Samuses and 3 just regular Samuses. And 1 Metroid. And a partridge in a pear tree. Yep. But there they all are. Families all together, except for the next one, which isn't out until like the new year. If you guys see, this was what we're going to be unboxing next. But you guys might not see this until I get the May one. I may just keep it boxed too. I don't know. I'm going to do some research on this one because it looks more of one of the cheaply made ones. Because if I so pardonly can attract your attention, these ones are made out of a very hard plastic. I can't even bend it. These are like a very heavy, hard plastic, all these ones up here. These ones are amazing. These are just standard Figmas, so they're a little like this one. Is it not gonna? Of course, it's not gonna let me do it now. I had her, if you noticed in the last video, I had her like standing sideways shooting as if she was in a mid-jump. It won't let me do that anymore because the weight just pulls it down, and it's not supposed to happen because the pin in the back is supposed to it's supposed to be in there very tight so it can't move. And just seeing that Ninoid box back there, that just showed me that, oh, that's Ninoid, that's not one of the higher ones. Because I keep my boxes in the shelf because these have all the body parts in it. But like, this is the Ninoid I got from the Pokemon Center. High-end one, you can't even look in at it. No holes on the side, and the packaging's very heavy, and the figure itself weighs like 4 or 5. Like, I can easily like sit and do that if I really want to. Like, just sit and toss it. It's not. I am 100% sure that it's not gonna break. Nothing's ever gonna happen to that. This whole box feels. Sorry. I'm still new to this. This whole box feels light. The figure inside looks smaller compared, maybe about the same, but it is a lot cheaply looking. I'm trying to look for more reviews. If I decide to open them, I will. And you'll hear my thoughts if they're good or not. But that's for another time. Hopefully you all enjoyed,